So guys, now let's do the rest of our coding. So here downside, I'm going to make the function because at this part we are going to join the room, so create a room, but still we cannot join the room. So now let's make a function for that. So here public override void unjoined room. So actually, because it's override, then it's automatically going to make the base.unjoin room. So we don't want that. We want to write our own one. So here, first we want to set a screen, and the object that we want to active is our lobby screen. Then we need to make a function for updating UI when someone joined also to the room. Here, first we need to make void, so update lobby UI. And because we want to that the other so computer also get that, we need here to write pun RPC. So next things here, also actually in the top, we need to call that function for other player as well. So here we are going to get access to our photon view that we attach to our main menu, and then photon view.rpc. And we are going to call this function. When we are going to RPC, as you see, we need here a string method name and the target who should get that action or that function, and also the parameter. So which at this point we don't need the parameter, we just need to use the name of this function there. So I'm going to make this one also to UI. Then I'm going to copy this part and put it there. So that is the function. And then the target, we want that everyone get that. So we are going to say rpc target dot r. That means everyone should this function get updated for him. So now in update lobby UI, we want that just the only person who are allowed to start the game is the one who create the room. So here, first start game button dot interactable is equal to photon network and is master client. That means that client that who create the room is that start button is will be available for him. So that means if I create a room, then this start button game button is just only available for me, and for other player is not available. So now let's display the player. So here, so display all the all of the player. So here player list dot text is equal a string. First we want to make that list to be empty, and the second one we want to loop through all our players. So loop through all the players, and here for each inside we are going to search for the players and pass that information to the player. Now who is the player is in photon network dot playlist. That means you are going to search for all the player that there are exist in photon network dot playlist. And then here we want to put the name inside of here. So playlist text dot text is a plus equal player dot nickname, and because we have maybe more players, so we want here each name is come in the next line. So here plus, then quotation mark, then we are going to use the slash, backslash. So here backslash and then n. So then when we have a more player, then it's going to the next line. So and the next we are going to set the info text of our rooms. So here room info text dot text is equal to, so quotation mark, I want it to be so bold, so, and then in the middle room name, then here we want so a slash b and a slash n, then plus photon network dot current home dot name. So now we need another function when someone leaving the lobby. Public override void on player left room. So now we don't need the base, we can delete that. Just here we need to use the update lobby UI. So now here we make an unjoin room, which the player can join the room, and if someone doesn't like that room or doesn't, because the master client didn't start the game fast, he want to leave the room, so we are going to use this function on player left room, and that player can leave the room. So now let's do this for the start function. So here public void on start game button. So we need to unvisible the home which client master going to start that. So that means here we want to disable when the client master and going to start the game. We want that no one else can join that room and cannot see that room. So here we can write photon network dot current room dot is open is equal to false, and also photon network dot current room is visible is equal to false as well. So now let's go to our network manager. We need to make this one to pan RPC because we want to call it for the other computers as well. Let's save it. Let's go back to menu. So here, tell everyone to load to the game. So network manager dot instance dot photon view dot rpc, and then we are going to call that function that we have here. Be sure that I'm going to make this one the big S. So save it and copy that and paste it there. So we need to call that function so that the other computer can go into that scene. So here we need also who, we need the RPC target all. That's our player that is inside of that room. And which scene is our game scene. So the name of scene is our game. So now save it. So we are going to load to this scene. So I'm going to show you. It should be sure that the alphabet is the same when you are going to call that function, the script. So now I think everything is set up. So the player joining room, playing going to leave the room. But let's make another function for living room as well. Public void on leave lobby button. Inside photon network dot leave room, and when the player is going to leave that room, we want to set a screen to main screen again. So now let's save it, save all the script, and let's go back to set them for our buttons. Here we have a lobby screen. So when I'm going to activate that, you can see that leave lobby. So I'm going to first put this one instead of before we going back to main screen. Actually, that's work as well. But let's change it because it's going to leave the lobby. We need to call that function. So on leave lobby button, let's change it to this one. And for the start game, make an event, put the menu manager there, inside menu, and on start game button. So now let's deactivate our lobby screen as well. So now let's test it again. So that's our player name. So I'm going to write my name. So Paul, create a room, the room name, Danger or Avenger, I don't know, whatever you want, create. And as you see, we have my name is there and also the name of the room there, but we have something, we write something wrong here, so I'm going to stop it. And let's go to our script there. I need to also close that, not this one, I need to this one, yeah. to make it bold. So save it. Now let's test it again. Now it's worked without any problems. So Paul, room name, and danger is the name of the room. And if I'm going to click play, we should go in from the menu to our game scene. So let's start the game. And as you see, we join to the new scene, and that's our game. So now everything's worked fine. So now in the next part, we are going to work on our lobby browser script. See you in the next video.